What actor/actress instantly ruins a movie for you? Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne did a pretty good job in the first 5 minutes of Valerian. Either one of them would have been fine, but they look too similar to play opposite each other. The film felt like an incestuous romance in space. That explains it. I couldn't figure out why those two unnerved me so much in that movie until you mentioned that. They both look like strung out 13-year-olds in that movie. It's bizarre. Salman Khan. Edit. Just to clarify, I meant the Bollywood actor, not the Khan Academy Messiah. And I know there's a lot of people who love Salman Khan, and he's a respectable actor. But over the years, his stereotype and fan base have made me averse to the type of films he's always cast in. Absolutely. I've had enough of buying Indian cinema. Yes, OMG, I fucking hate him. He's not that great an actor, and he's a terrible person overall, along with all the people who defended his terrible actions, which includes most of the Bollywood film industry. He abused Aishwarya Rai, ruined the career of Viv Kobawar, who tried to help Aishwarya Rai, killed a protected animal species, and drove drunk and killed a bunch of people sleeping on the sidewalk, and yet he didn't get much punishment. People literally said that he's a good man and doesn't deserve to go to prison. Excuse me, he fucking killed people. He absolutely deserves punishment. And what the fuck is up with people defending his abuse? He disgusts me. I cannot watch him on screen. Also, why no, the fact that he killed a homeless man while he was driving drunk got the police officer in charge of the investigation fired and generally refuses to admit that he did anything wrong. John Travolta, post-2000. As soon as I see him, I know I'm in for a mediocre performance. At best, I actually thought he was pretty good in the O.J. Simpson trial show American Crime Story. That show surprised me on the quality. I thought he was very good in that. I was actually a little disturbed with how shitty he looked though. I thought he had some bad plastic surgery. Until I saw a real photo of Robert Shapiro and realized that they just nailed it with the makeup. Just any super celebrities in animated moves, it just seems like a cash grab using those names. I really liked that King of the Hill had celebrity guests, but most of the time you'd never know unless you looked up who was in each episode. They had some huge stars on the show and you'd never know. Fraser did the same thing. The callers to his radio show were often celebrities, and you'd have no idea. Some of my favorite King of the Hill cameos: Matthew McConaughey as Ray Bodos, Johnny Depp as Yogi Victor, Brad Pitt as Patch Boomhire, Michael Keaton as pork magnet Trip Larson. Snoop Dogg, playing a short white pimp, was my favorite. Alabaster Jones. Beyonce in Lion King was so cringe. Let's go Lions. Or some shit like that. I just oof. Are you with me, Lions? I work at a movie theater, and the co-worker had told me about this before I saw it, and I didn't think it could be as bad as she said it was, but I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. Man, am I about to watch this film for just the gold nugget of cringe that's being talked up. Can anyone confirm if it's worth it? Beyonce Hollywood is determined to make her a leading lady, but her acting is just awful. For a second, I thought you were saying Beyonce's last name was Hollywood. I spent more than a reasonable amount of time wondering who Beyonce Hollywood was. Almost googled. Casting her as Nala was a mistake. Maybe as Simba's mom, but not his love interest. I couldn't get past it. The entire cast of that movie was nothing more than a game of how many big names can we get instead of focusing on quality. John Oliver as a neurotic bird made sense, except the part where they cut his song because he can't sing. I thought he was perfect voice-wise, but if you have a part that involves singing, don't cut the song because the actor can't sing. Hire an actor who can sing in the first place. She oversang her one song so bad it was embarrassing. We get it, you're Beyonce, now get into your role and tone it down, Nala. Katherine Heigl. I just don't think she is a good actress. I literally had to stop watching Suits because she is such a disaster. of an actress. Her indignant is the same as basically everything else. Just no. There is a podcast called P.S. I Hate This Movie where they make fun of bad romantic comedies, and they rate the movie in Hegels to say how bad it is. I didn't know she was in Suits. I must have stopped watching before she joined the cast. Or I'm completely oblivious. Both are possible. She joined, she ruined. Be glad you've stopped. It was not worth it. It was over when Mike left. I thought it was over when he got out of prison. The whole point of the show was he's pretending to be a lawyer and could get caught at any moment. Once he got caught, all the tension and most of the drama went away and the show just became keep watching because you like these characters. It had nowhere else to go after that. Any Scientologist. That cult creeps me out. So Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Elizabeth Moss, Laura Prepon, Daniel Masterson, Jenna Elfman, Michael Pena, and I'm sure I've missed quite a few. Michael Pena broke my heart. I love him as an actor, but now I can hardly stand to see him on screen. If people support that cult, then it's hard to imagine that they get spiritual satisfaction from it. I presume that they are either being blackmailed about what they reveal during the sessions they have to have with that machine, or that they are ruthlessly ambitious and don't mind using a predatory cult to get where they need want. Shailene Woodley. I was in middle school when Secret Life of the American Teenager came out, and her character, the lead, was so whiny and unlikable that it's ruined everything she's done since. I used to dislike her a lot because of The Secret Life of the American Teenager, because ABC Family sucks, and wasn't a big fan of the Divergent series, but she's good in Big Little Lies. I found her to be the weakest part of BLL, but she was up against some masterful actresses, so that may be why. She was excellent in The Descendants though. My wife and I have a name for this: a stop actor. An actor that is so bad, you stop watching, no matter what the film is. Oh look, it's The Godfather Part 4. Yeah, but Steven Seagal's in it. Ah, never mind. The opposite is a go actor, who is so watchable, you'll watch anything they're in. Danny DeVito, Joan Cusack, Jesse Plemons, Lenny James, etc. The description of the film could be, two men sit down and do nothing for 2 hours, and I'd still watch it if it was Danny and Jesse. I'm gonna get real weird with it. The opposite is a go actor, who is so watchable you'll watch anything they're in. Danny DeVito, Joan Cusack, Jesse Plemons, Lenny James, etc. Your list has a shocking lack of Gary Oldman. What's surprising is all movies have Gary Oldman in them. He's just such a chameleon. They build him as different people for every movie and you never know it. Gary Oldman could play an 8-year-old Girl Scout and I'd buy it. Fun fact, he actually played all the Girl Scouts in Troop Beverly Hills. Edit, Gary Oldman is also actually younger than Gary Numan. Lena Dunham. Insufferable, entitled, hypochondriac, attention-seeking brat that basically just plays herself. Blay edited to add, several posters enlightened me about her molestation of her sister, which trumps all the other shit characteristics she has. Holy shit. And rocks in the vagina WTF. A lot of people have mentioned Lena Dunham. But it wasn't until I looked her up that I realized she's a different person from Lena Headey. I was super confused, because everyone in the entertainment industry has always gushed about how amazing working with Lena Headey is. In my acting class, I confused Lena Headey for Lena Dunham, and expressed how much I love her. Now I can never go back. How has Jennifer Lopez not been mentioned yet? I swear, I start falling asleep whenever she appears on screen. For me, J-Lo isn't one where I'd actively turn off the TV if I saw her come on screen, but if I saw her name in something I wouldn't put it on. Versus like Lena Dunham, where I would actively throw my TV out a window if I couldn't get it to turn off with her on the screen. Thanks for watching, please subscribe for more upcoming videos, and as always have an amazing day.